Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Madrid 2, Real Betis nil. Where do we begin with this? Great win at home, not really unexpected. Um, Defensively, a better performance compared to the opening few games, especially those away games. Going forward, we looked so much more united and you know unselfish. The play was there, as in the preview, which the quality wasn't the greatest. Sorry, I recorded it at night, like midnight, and I couldn't talk very loud, so that sometimes happen with the voice system. So the quality wasn't great, but I apologize for that. But I said in the preview that we need to play more together as a team, unselfishness, and then the goals and you know the chances um, will begin, right? Will come, and the goals will come. But that today was still not the best, but there was a big improvement. There was, and overall, very delighted with that. Obviously, the headlines, the main talking point is this man, Kylian Mbappé, who has a brace, two goals, his first two goals, and look, for Mbappé, he now goes on to international duties for the next 2 weeks. It is very important that he just come back when the international break is over and continues this form that we saw today. Because today, I thought he had a fairly decent game. It wasn't the best because, look, you look at the both goals he scored. The first goal was beautiful, but the work was really done by Valverde. And yes, it's a great finish and a great run from Mbappe. Um, but the second goal again is a penalty. So look, nothing extraordinary, but let's not discredit him because that was the best performance we've seen so far from Mbappe since the Super Cup final 2 weeks ago. So look, very very improved performance, not just from Mbappe but from everyone. A quick word on Real Betis because they played pretty well. Um, they had 11 shots with 2 on target. Real Madrid had 22 with 7 on target. That is incredible. But I thought Real Betis had a couple of decent opportunities. Um, Certainly, Abde had a couple himself. Um, you know, so yeah, but you know they aren't. They didn't really threaten a lot going forward. So certainly not a lot to talk about there, but they will probably be fighting for top 7 anyways. I think this is a side that will certainly be fighting for the European spots, whether that is the Europa League or the Conference League, who knows. But La Liga is getting more competitive these days. Real Sociedad are in there now, Girona are in there now. Um, so yeah, some teams already looking to get into those spots. Villarreal are always in there as well. So it will be a tough season for Real Betis, but I think they will do solid. Maybe 7th, maybe 8th. But Real Madrid. Let's get back to Real Madrid. Look, there really isn't a whole much to talk about, really. But let's talk about a goal. That first goal was beautiful. probably up there in terms of this season, the best goal we've scored this season. Look, it is wellly worked from Rodrigo. Gets away from a few defenders into Valverde, and Valverde with that little backheel flick pass thing that Mbappé, funnily enough, has tried and failed. But Valverde does it so beautifully, so smooth. If you watch the goal back, the play from Rodrigo, fantastic. The ball comes to Valverde. Usually you control, and when slash if Valverde controlled the ball without doing that flick pass, the attack would have been gone because Real Betis would have, defended really, really well, and there was no way through. But that flick split the Real Betis defense apart, and Mbappe is smart on it. He's quick on it. He knows that the ball is gonna get to him from Valverde straight away, and he makes a very good run. He is onside, very, very good run on his left foot, past Rui Silva. Beautiful finish, beautiful goal. It is beautiful play from Rodrigo, Fede Valverde, and Mbappe. All three combining for that goal. So you have to give credit to these three players. I don't think they were poor. I genuinely don't think they were anywhere near poor. Then the second goal, look. Vini Jr. gets through, rounds past the keeper. Did he make the most out of it? Yes. Was that exaggerated? Yes. Was it that bad of a foul from the keeper? No. Was there contact? Yes. And when the referee went to check VAR, it's not about how soft or how hard it is. I think I've said this before, but as long as there's contact between the keeper and the player who's trying to round past the keeper, and I'm not even saying contact like touch, I'm saying if the keeper has gone for the ball, he doesn't get the ball, and the player knows he can make the most out of the contact and go down, that is a penalty. And really happy to see Mbappe take this one. Obviously we saw Vini take it against Las Palmas, so clearly I do think that the penalty kick takers will be Vini, Mbappe. I think Bellingham sometimes will take it. I think Rodrigo could take it as well. Maybe Modric as well if he's playing. But I don't think there is really just that one penalty kick taker. I don't think there is a fixed penalty kick taker. But good penalty, doubles the lead, and overall winning. But look, the starting 11 was Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Rudiger, and Mendy, as expected. The midfield was Fede Valverde, Tchouaméni, and Dani Ceballos. Dani Ceballos should not be starting games, and there is not hate on him. He just isn't good enough. Like Dani Ceballos, he plays for the badge, he fights for the team, he gets the odd goal or assist, but realistically, you shouldn't have to start Dani Ceballos. If you're telling me he's the 5th or 6th choice, he's just there, okay, cool. And that would have been last season, really. But now that Camavinga and Bellingham are both injured for at least another couple of weeks, Ceballos has to rotate with Modric. Nico Paz and Mario Martin have both left. Nico Paz went to Como, and Mario Martin went out on loan to Real Valladolid. So now you don't have anyone in the midfield that you can go, okay, I'll rely on you, because if you bring back into the equation Nico Paz and Mario Martin, especially Mario Martin, right? He was given a lot of game time during preseason. Nico Paz came on in a Champions League game against Napoli and scored. So we expected these players, these two, to be the lead of the bunch in the midfield in terms of the academy players. now that the two leading academy midfielders have gone, you are looking at Dani Ceballos as the next guy, really. Because if you ask me, if we had Nico Paz, Mario Martin, and Dani Ceballos as options, and we had to pick one, I will probably be putting my money on Mario Martin as a starter if we had to choose one to start. So now that two of the three have gone and we're left with Dani Ceballos, he has to start because now we don't have Camavinga, we don't have Bellingham. So yeah, I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just saying I don't think he's good enough, and I don't think anyone has ever thought that Ceballos is a very very good player. He's a decently good player. He's not a bad player, but is he at that level? And personally, I don't think so. But decent game. The front three: Rodrigo, Vini, and Mbappé, man of the match for me. And Mbappé for sure, 2 goals. Really great performance. Let's not overlook Rodrigo as well. Like I said, created that first goal beautifully. Had a good game. And Vini, as always, playing really well. Modric, Endrick, Fran Garcia, and Brahim Diaz came on. Disappointed not to see Arda Güler come on. But it's still early days. And also, for Andre Lunin, a bit of a, disappointment as well because he's going to be on the bench now. And he's better than that. We know that, and we knew that from last season. Anyways, international break now. 2 weeks, some decent games. I think the top countries are playing each other, aren't they? I think it was like England, Italy. I think. I know Portugal. I know Germany are playing. There's a calendar somewhere, right? Let me find it. I have no idea. Let me have a check. Who are playing who, right? So, are anyone big playing each other? Actually, no. England aren't even playing anyone like massive. But there are some good games coming up, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, yeah. So we'll go for 2 weeks. We'll come back. We've got Real Sociedad away from home, which will be a very difficult game. And look, 2 away games this season, 2 draws, 2 1-1 draws, and they were against Mallorca and Las Palmas. No disrespect, but Real Sociedad is better than those 2 teams. So, can Real Madrid bounce back from this away curse that we seem to have this season? And then after that, you've got the Champions League back. Let's go. Stuttgart at home. And obviously, I've got a video on my reaction to the Champions League games coming up soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So yeah, very excited for that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.